High in the rugged cliffs of northern Pakistan, where stone outcrops pierce the sky and silence reigns across the vast wilderness, a kingdom thrives, ancient, untamed, and brutal. This is the land of extremes, where life clings to jagged ledges and death waits with patience. Among the high rocks, a lone figure emerges, the Markhor, a majestic creature of myth and resilience. His twisted spiral horns stretch like battle-worn swords, a badge of survival in a realm few can conquer. Agile, muscular, and born to the heights, the Markhor is a symbol of grace and target of envy. But far below, where the foothills give way to the dry grasslands, another kingdom stirs, one of power, unity, and primal hunger. A pride of lions. Led by a seasoned matriarch known as Shira, her amber eyes burn with instinct. Around her are her sons, Rhaego, the dominant male, scarred from battles past, and Zan, the fastest among them, always hungry, always proving himself. The females, Luma, Tala, and Nira, work like shadow and flame, coordinated and deadly. This is not their usual hunting ground, but drought has pushed prey far into the hills. Antelope have vanished. Zebra trails are dry. The lions, desperate and driven by hunger, are breaking territory, moving where lions seldom dare. And here they encounter the Markhor. To most predators, the Markhor is unreachable. His home lies high above the lion's strength, on narrow stone paths where a single misstep means death, but hunger dulls fear. The pride watches from below, eyes fixed on a group of 6 Markhors, grazing near a ledge just steep enough to feel safe, but just low enough to be hunted. The wind shifts. The Markhor buck lifts his head. Nostrils flare. Something isn't right. A sudden silence settles over the ridge. The usual clatter of hooves and scattered rock stops. Every Markhor looks to the horizon, ears twitching, muscles tight. They don't see the lions, not yet. But the mountains have their own language, and something ancient is whispering, "Run." The lions begin their ascent. Climbing is not a lion's strength, but the younger males, Rago and Zan, are determined. They flank to the left. The lionesses, agile and lean, circle right, slinking through the sparse shrubs and loose boulders. Shira holds back, watching, calculating. This isn't about brute strength. It's about timing. The Markhor buck, old, but not foolish, senses the danger before he sees it. He stamps, snorts. The herd scatters, moving up the slope in sharp bursts, hooves dancing on rock edges with impossible balance. But Luma is already there. She explodes from behind a bush, her body a blur of golden muscle. A young Markhor stumbles. Tala is next, cutting the path in front of him. It's chaos. Dust flies, hooves clatter, horns clash against stone. The old buck turns. He doesn't run. He fights. With a thunderous charge, he slams into Zan, catching him off guard. The lion tumbles backward, stunned by the force of spiral horns. This is no ordinary prey. The Markhor is nimble. He knows every rock, every crevice, every ledge. His hooves, like climbing tools, grip the stone. He retreats uphill with 2 females and a calf. But behind him, a younger male falters. Tired, cornered by Luma and Tala. The pride closes in. Rago joins the fray. His growl shakes the rocks. The hunted Markhor makes a final dash, a desperate leap to another ridge, but misses the edge. His hoof slips. He falls. A gasp escapes him, a second too late. And then, silence. A cloud of dust, followed by the unmistakable sound of claws meeting flesh. Victory, but not without cost. Zan limps, a fresh gash across his foreleg. Shira finally joins, regal and composed, not for the chase, but for the final claim. The lions feed. The strength of the mountain now fuels the strength of the pride. But the mountains don't forget. Above them, on a narrow outcrop, the old Markhor watches. He does not mourn loudly. His kind never does. But there is a quiet recognition in his gaze, an acceptance of the eternal balance between predator and prey. He was tested, and he survived. As the sun dips below the peaks and shadows crawl over the valley, the pride moves on, replenished, revived, but aware. This was a hard-earned meal in a land not made for lions. The Markhor, too, moves. With careful grace, he leads the remainder of his herd deeper into the cliffs, into silence, into safety. This is the wild, brutal, beautiful, and just. In the battle between the strength of pride and the spirit of the mountain, neither truly wins, because both are part of something far greater, a dance of survival, a war without end, a moment in the heartbeat of nature.